Hi, welcome to this video on how to make arm pads for your chair, brought to you by www.upholsterycourse.com. My name is William MacDonald. I'm a upholsterer. I've been an upholsterer for 42 years and I'm a masterclass upholsterer. And I'm going to show you how to make a simple arm cap for your lounge so that you can protect your arms and make your lounge suite last a bit longer. We've already recovered this chair. As you can see, it's a club chair, one of the old-fashioned club chairs. Very good solid chair, and you can actually get this DVD of how to recover one of these chairs at our site, which is www.upholsterycourse.com. Okay, so first of all, get your fabric and just lay it over the arm. Now the whole basis of the fabric is to keep it even across here, so you can line it up nice and even, and you want the stripes in the chair to go straight down the middle of the arm as well. Now you may not be able to see the stripes on the video because they're only very faint, but they are there. So now we've actually got to fit this out. So what we want to do is get these things which are called skewers, okay? And they just actually bring it down and they just hold the fabric into place like so. And they don't damage your fabric, and you just keep them in position like that and hold it there like that. Now we need a piece of chalk because we've got to mark a center, so just choose a center which is pretty close to the center. You can actually measure it if you wish, and then just put a mark there, and then just follow your chalk line around the edge of your chair there. It just gives you an idea how the thing is shaped. Okay, just follow it around like that. Alright, so now we've got that in place. Now what I suggest you do is just mark where the cover finished here and mark where the fabric finished there, okay? Now use chalk, just normal soft chalk, because it rubs off. Okay, so you can move this out of the way. And we want now, it's just a scrap piece of fabric that we have left over, and it's the same deal. We just put him on, and we'll skewer him on here. Okay, wrap him around. Make sure you keep your lines fairly straight across there. We don't want your lines like that or up like that, okay? You want them to be basically straight across. Get your skewer and you put it in the other side. Skewer him at the top. Just mark actually where your center mark is, because that's basically fairly important. And then you can just skewer him on around here like so. And you just mark around here like so, right around the edge, and then mark in the center. Okay. Now all we do now is just follow that down here about a ½ inch in, or about 12 mil, and just cut down your shape like that, and then put a little nick in the middle here. So basically, so this is actually a right arm facing, so just put a small R underneath there so you know it's a right arm. Okay, now we'll come to a facing. Now there's where a fabric ended when we measured the other fabric, so we just want to allow for sewing and cut him pretty straight, because we're using, as you can see, just scrap material here, which is good because you use up your fabric. Okay, we just cut around, allow for your sewing around the edge like so. Put a small nick in your front. So basically that's a facing. But now it's over to the sewing machine and we'll sew it up. Alright, so we've sewed the other side on. Now let's just get her both chalk marks together like so, and we come in and start sewing. Come about ½ inch, and then we just sew around like so, okay? Hold it like that. Just follow it around. Until we come to the end. Now always double sew at your ends. Flick him around and we sew back the other way. Now we start in the middle so we can even the fabric up the best we can. Now when you start off, make sure you sew over your original stitching line, and we just sew around. so. Okay. There he's sewn on. Alright, so once we've got him done there, that's the shape of the arm now. So what we want to do to make it look neater is we want to top sew along here. Now top sewing is just putting a stitch along the top here. It's like a double sewing, but it just looks a bit better, a bit more aesthetic, and it keeps the welts going all the same way. So just put your foot in the machine there, and we just sew around, basically straight on top of the fabric as we go around like that. Now just be careful when you sew around, because you've actually got to stretch the material. You've got to pull the material apart so that you don't get any gathers underneath, and just follow along the edge with your foot like that. Okay, so now we've got him top sewn. Okay, he's nice and top sewn now. Okay, now just lay your fabric on your arm, just square it up a little bit, get your lines again down the middle there, nice and straight. So when you look down there, you've got a straight line, and we move around towards the back of the chair here. Okay, so if you come in here, alright, so we'll look at this part here. You see as it comes around the corner there, we can actually probably move it that way a little bit more, like so. Mark down there to follow the shape, and we've got plenty of cover at the back there, so we can just mark about an inch in. Okay, now come back to the inside of the chair. Got all this in the inside. Now you don't need all that, so let's just mark a little bit and just cut a little bit of that bulk out of there, like so. Just draw it with your chalk mark so you can cut that out. So basically we've just fitted this arm. Okay, so back here, let's just cut this bulk off like that. Let's come up here. Now don't forget, you're still got to allow for your sewing, so we want to get about an inch sewing on this one. So he's up there like that, and then you just cut him up there like that. So basically we've got our fabric shaped. So now we've just got to sew around the edges. So just pick an edge to start on. So we'll start from down here. So with this fabric, you've got to actually roll it in like that, then roll it again, because you don't want this, because this could fray. So you roll your fabric in, so you've got a nice edge like so. Put it under your foot, and then we just start to sew right around. Just keep pushing him in, fold him over, fold him at the corners. You just got to fold him all the way along. Come to your corner. Always stop with your needle through the fabric so that it doesn't slip out on you. Cut any loose threads like that. Then we just fold him in. And we continue to sew across here. Now we do all our work in our garage at home. We haven't got a big fancy factory. We do all the work here. So we don't never have to leave home. And it's really quite handy. So we're nearly finished. Cut that there. Fold him under right at the end. Fold him under there like that. And there we go. Just back sew a little bit so he doesn't come undone on you. And we pull him out. Okay, so come back to your arm. Let's just fit him on. So he's just sitting there now. Sitting straight through there like so. Again, these are a fully fitted arm pads, so they don't fall off when you get out of the chair. It's the best type you can make. So basically, that's how you do an pads for your chairs. As you can see, the two arm pads on here looks quite nice now, and it will protect the top of the arms. So if you want to know how to actually do one of these chairs by yourself, well, our videos are online at www.upholsterycourse.com.